Everybody, I want to talk to right now the second house. And when I say the second, when they say the three houses, that's why they're divided into three houses. To anybody that don't understand what I mean when I put them in, that's in the three houses, because there are 12 astronomical signs. And when I say house, that means the section, the column, the wall of something, the divided institution, the line of something. That's when I say. That's when something say mean house. When something's blocked off or lines are drawn, like a home. So that's why I gave the color. But like I said, right now I want to talk to second house people. And let me ask you something. When it comes to springtime, do y'all think spring is like a identifying time? When I say identifying, you're in the middle. Like you can relate to kind of the light, like spring can relate to still cool, and spring can relate to warm, but spring is mild in the middle. But at the same time, it's a tangy side. It could be a sweet side, nurture side, loving side, con side, protection side. But anyway, or debunk. But anyway, tell me if for second house, if you're like a Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. Tell me for second house and first house. If your first house, which is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces and Aries, I'm gonna talk about y'all in the next video for part 15. I'm gonna do. Look up part. I'm letting everybody know. Look at part 15. I'm gonna do next. But right now I gotta talk to the second house people. If you're second house people, which is Taurus, just started like the other day, Thursday. Wait a minute. No, Taurus year. The cusp is kind of like the 20th and 21st. So it just started in the half the other day. Because like I said, the cusp is like the 20th. The cusp is like the 20th. Every month on the 20th is always the cusp. If I'm saying it right, the cusp. But anyway, I'm going to talk to all the second house people. If you're a second house person, when it comes to second house, it's supposed to be about, it's like identifying season. It's like a detailed season. It's like giving details. It's like the highlight time of the year. And it's like the trend, the trans like the transcendent part of the year. When I say transcendent, in other words, it's like a geography time, a science time. Like summer can be like maybe geography, and spring can be more like earth, you know. Geography like travel. You can go places, take summer trips, spring trips. There's autumn break, fall. I'll get to that another time. But right now I'm gonna talk the second house, which is summer, which is supposed to represent spring and summer people. But in Aries, even though y'all first house, y'all almost borderline second house. And when it comes to Virgos, y'all start the third house, but y'all actually borderline. Y'all can borderline second house, but y'all are the third house. But I'll get into y'all a little later. I want to talk about second house people, which is anybody born in April, anybody that's a Taurus, anybody that's a Gemini, anybody that's a Cancer, and anybody that's a Leo. Second house people, we're supposed to identify, be caretakers, kind of represent protection, security, safety, travel. Because I like to travel. And like I said, facts, details. So I just want to talk the second house. And like I said, being in the Aquarius, age of Aquarius, with second house, like I said, face facts. This is a time where you're facing facts. We're facing ourselves and self-evaluating ourselves. Just like in the winter, it's awareness, and then in Indian summer, and then in autumn and fall. Wait a minute. Indian summer, autumn, and fall. It's like accountability time. But right now, you're identifying. You're facing facts, and you're looking into the heart matter of yourself, and you're at the thick of it. So yeah, I just had to talk to the second house people. Anybody in the second house, you got any input? Let me know if you're a second house. But like I said, give me a moment on 15, on part 15 of letting everybody know about the first house, the second house, and third house. But I had to talk to the second house people because a lot of second house people, things kind of go from sweet to kind of strange and tangy and interesting, and it's like a confusing time. And sometimes it's okay to have times where you're unaware. It can be like an unaware time, but in the unawareness, what do? Face facts. So it's kind of like a duality time, even though it's like a duality time almost, because if you look at green, you look at how spring goes from lavender to light green to medium green and dark green. So again, going from spring to summer. But yeah, I just had to break all that down for what second house means, and I had to get into second house because second house is from Taurus season to Leo season. That's second house. Again, your second house is kind of from April to August. That's your second house. As had taught to us, and it's a sensitive time. It's a sensitive time, and it's a walking on eggshell time, and it's a pin and mules time with the heat. So, and it's a scapegoat time because crime goes up, school is out, and even though fun is happening, it's still a protecting time. And again, you're inside, relaxing, getting cool air, staying cool, going light on the food, or you're outside more. But again, it's a time to take time to reflect and identify. To identify with yourself and others what work for you. But I had to talk to the second house, zodiac. All right, but give me a while for part 15.